All right, let's talk about two behaviors that get a really bad rap: shutting down when things get heated and pulling away from people. We're going to dive deep and reframe this because what looks like being cold or a hater on the outside is actually something way more interesting happening on the inside.
I mean, come on, you've totally been there, right? You've either been the person who just goes quiet, or you've been on the receiving end wondering what just happened. Or maybe you're the one who desperately needs a weekend alone and people just don't get it. These labels, cold, antisocial, they get thrown around so easily, but they completely miss the point.
Okay, so first up, let's tackle that whole going silent thing, that sudden shutdown right in the middle of a tense conversation. What is really going on there?
And this is where the wires get so crossed. To the person on the outside, it looks like a power move, right? The cold shoulder, apathy, like you just don't care. But for the person who's shutting down, their internal world is chaos. It's a total system overload. They are emotionally flooded, and it feels like their brain just slammed on a giant red emergency pause button.
And this is the absolute key. You gotta get this. It isn't a conscious choice to be mean or to withdraw. It's a built-in, hardwired defense mechanism. Your brain is literally stepping in to save you from a complete and total meltdown. It's not a tactic, it's biology.
So let's get into the nitty-gritty of the science here. What is this clever little trick that your brain is pulling to protect you?
Well, there's a name for it: emotional containment. It's basically your brain's emergency management system. When the emotional parts of your brain are just screaming so loudly that you can't think straight, the logical part, the CEO of your brain, steps in and says, "Whoa, okay, emotional team, you're on a 5-minute break. Thinking team, you're up. Let's handle this."
And this breaks it down perfectly. First, boom, you hit that emotional tipping point. Your brain's response? It literally hits pause on the feeling itself. This clears the way for the rational part of your brain to come online and try to figure things out. And the result from the outside? You look calm, detached, maybe even cold. But on the inside, a massive neurological rescue mission is in full swing.
So the bottom line for this part is simple. The silence is temporary. It's a pause button, not a stop button. It's your brain buying you time to process, not trying to end the relationship or the conversation for good.
All right, so that's the shutdown. Now let's pivot to that other behavior. What about pulling away from people? Choosing to be alone instead of being social? What's that really about? And yep, here we go again. The huge gap between how it looks and how it feels. From the outside, it can seem like you're antisocial, arrogant, or that you just don't like people. But internally, oh, it's a completely different movie. It's social burnout. It's a deep, powerful need for self-preservation. It's craving the quiet and the space to just recharge. And that is the big reframe right there. This need to pull back isn't an act of aggression towards other people. It's an act of protection for yourself. It's not a sword you're wielding. It's a shield you're holding up.
The source material for this uses this one phrase that is just so powerful: disappointment building distance. Just let that sink in for a second. It tells you that this withdrawal isn't random. It's a learned response based on past experiences. See, these walls don't just appear out of nowhere. They're built, brick by brick, for very real reasons. When your boundaries get crossed again and again, when you constantly feel unheard or disrespected, your brain learns. It learns that engaging with people can be exhausting and painful. So pulling away becomes a smart strategy to protect your energy and stop the cycle of disappointment. So let's connect the dots. We've got shutting down in a fight, and we've got pulling away from people. They seem like totally different things, but are they? What's the common thread?
It turns out they're both trying to protect the exact same thing: your internal, steady state. Think of it as your personal baseline, your inner sense of balance, of peace, of just being okay. And our brains will do some pretty incredible things to keep us there.
And if you take one thing away from all of this, let it be this: going quiet in an argument or needing to be alone, these are not character flaws. They are actually really sophisticated, if unconscious, strategies designed to do one job: protect your inner peace from being totally wiped out.
So let's be crystal clear on this. The fundamental reason behind these actions isn't about rejecting other people. It's not an outward attack.
It is an inward act of preservation. It's about self-regulation. It's about doing whatever you have to do to hold on to your center and just keep yourself together. In a way, it's a profound act of self-care.
So, I'll leave you with a question to chew on. Knowing all this, knowing about the brain's protective tricks and the need for inner peace, who in your life can you see with new eyes now? Your partner? A friend? maybe even yourself.